suspect matching your description. You are not under arrest. You don't have to be here. You're doing this out of the kind of your heart in here at the police department. We really appreciate that. So at any point, you've had enough. You're free to go. Okay? These are just questions, and these are not accusations. And I once again appreciate you coming in to do this with us. Can I start you off? You want anything to drink? We got coffee, water. We got those Celsius drinks. Deborah brought those in one time, and they just been sitting in the fridge. We don't really drink that here, but if you want one, we can get you one. Sure, I'll have. Hey, Deborah, you go get him a Celsius. Thank you. Okay. So to start off our questions, I gotta get to know you a little bit. What do you do for work? Okay, you run your own construction company. That's great. How's business? Hey, you can't complain, right? I used to actually work construction when I was younger, so I know all about the trade. And I'm glad to see that you have your own company going. That's great. Okay, to be real with you, right? This suspect we're looking for, it's armed robbery. So we robbed a gas station, and we have eyewitnesses, right? We have a few eyewitnesses that all have given, somewhat similar descriptions of the man that they saw. And you just happen to fit those descriptions. Like I said, we're not accusing you of anything. But it is what it is, right? We gotta follow every lead we get. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Deborah. Celsius for you. Let's see, we got the sparkling wild berry. I hope that's good for you, man. So you crack open your Celsius, you drink it, and let's just have a conversation, okay? So, where were you on the evening of the 25th? I know it's a cliche question, but it helps us in. And I know that it's hard to remember these things, so I want you to think real hard. Think about your answer, and just if you don't have it, you don't have it. It's whatever. Like I said, we're not accusing you. So it was the evening of the 25th, right around sunset. If you can remember, think real hard. Okay, you were leaving work. Okay. Do you know about what area? Were you working on a job site? What was going on that night where you were leaving work right around dusk? So I'm assuming you guys get up early in the morning and you come down to work and you get through the day like that and leave around dusk, right? Around dinner time. You gotta get home for supper, right? Do you know whereabouts you were that night on the 25th? Were you at a job site? Yeah, okay, the job site. Whereabout? Sure. Oh yeah, I've been there a few times. It's a real nice area, isn't it? I haven't been there since I was younger, but from what I remember, it was a really nice area. So you were there. You were leaving, correct? You were leaving at right around 5 o'clock. Okay. And when you were traveling home, right? When you're leaving the job site to go to your house, which direction would you say you were going? Were you going north, south, east, west? Which direction? Okay, you were heading north. Okay. So you were heading north. What time would you say you got home? Around 5:30. Did you make any stops anywhere on your way home? For say, get some food, fill up your gas tank, anything? Okay, yeah. I mean, it's strange, man. I know. It's really hard in a pressure situation to think of exactly what you were doing, because these are small details you look over in your everyday life, and you don't necessarily remember. So you're heading north, and you got home around 5:30. Made no stops. Our description of a man, right? Man, he had a black ball cap on, black hoodie, right? In work pants that would resemble someone who works works in construction, right? And in these colder months, it makes total sense for someone to be wearing a hoodie, right? Especially if you're working outside. So you're saying you'd make no stops on your way home. You're sticking to that, okay? Okay. Like I said, we're not accusing you of anything. So we have CCTV footage, and of course eyewitnesses, as we said. And we can't legally show you the CCTV footage, but we'll take a look at it, right? And I'm sure it's not you, right? I believe you seem like a trustworthy guy, but we're gonna have to follow everything we got. So I will tell you that the area your job site is and the way you were heading to get to your house, they do, you do pass this gas station where this suspect committed armed robbery. I don't know. We don't have a vehicle. We don't have a vehicle on CCTV footage. It's a really janky gas station. They don't have like the greatest cameras, the camera qualities, whatever. But you say you just went straight home. Do you have anybody who could confirm that? A wife, kids at home? No, nobody. Okay. What about did you call anybody on your way home? You call your mother. You call your buddy. Anybody? No, he just went straight home. Okay. Do you recall any? Was your neighbor outside? Was anybody? Is there anybody out there that can confirm that this is what happened? This is the time you got home. This is the time you left the job site. This is the time you made no stops. Is there anybody at all that can confirm that? Okay, yeah. Your foreman Roger. Okay. What about him? What did he saw you leaving the job site? Okay. And you believe that he would attest that you left the job site around 5 o'clock? Okay, well that makes sense. You both left at 5 o'clock. The day's over, right? Okay, yeah. Like I said, anybody else that could attest to you? Maybe you didn't pass anybody. You didn't see your neighbor outside mowing the lawn. Anybody? Okay, that's unfortunate. It really narrowed it down for us if there is anybody. And I'll make sure to give you my card before you leave here in case you remember anything. Because maybe you walk out of here, this high pressure room, and you remember something. It happens all the time. Trust me, it happens all the time. We just had some guy in here the last week, who was under questioning for murder, and he had nothing. He had not a thing to tell us. That he couldn't remember anything. Second he leaves, he remembers. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. This can attest I was here at this time. It's really a real psychological thing to come in here and do these things. So like I said, we really appreciate you coming in here to do this and taking the time out of your day. I know you got a busy schedule to follow here with the construction company. But like I said, I'm gonna give you my card before you leave, and I want you to call me if you remember anything. Anybody who can attest that you left, that you got home at this time, that you didn't make a stop at a gas station that got robbed. Anybody, it might come to light. You never know. So, like I said, we're not accusing you. You're not even a prime suspect. You're just somebody who matched the description. And that that's what it is. We had to ask you to come in for questioning. We didn't detain you or anything. And we try to keep everything, clean here and no issues. But you're always welcome. If for some reason we have to call you back in here, you're welcome to bring a lawyer. You never have to talk to us unless a lawyer, you can talk to your lawyer first. That's the Constitution, right? Constitution, right? So, you have any other questions, any other information you can give me that will help me out here? Oh, really? You have a guy on your crew history with armed robbery. Okay, you mind giving me that guy's name? Okay, let me write that down. Okay, got his name. Why do you think this guy might have done this? Is he, does he steal from work or something? Does he steal construction, stuff from you? Steal materials or something? Just a shady guy, okay. Well, do you remember on the night of the 25th, was he working with you guys? Okay, he was at the job site, I got that. What was he wearing? You remember? Like I said, I know these are tough little things for you to remember because it's just a snap of the moment type of thing, but do you perhaps remember what he was wearing? Okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Work pants, of course. I'm sure your whole crew was wearing that, right? Sweatshirt, work pants, got sunglasses on. Sure, okay. Is there any other reason this guy, you just get a bad vibe from him? Okay, do you think he would, be willing to come in for questioning? Absolutely not. Okay, I get that. A lot of people aren't, even if they got nothing to hide, a lot of people, they don't like us. They don't like pigs. But I appreciate you. I'll take that tip into account. We'll look into that. Like anything else? You got anything else that will help us? I know we kind of tapped you out here. We even, given us a potential guy that you might think would do this is in the area. That's huge. That's huge. We're gonna follow up every lead we get, and we're gonna try and get this guy. Eyewitnesses say, this description. So we're gonna look into it. And like I said, I'm gonna give you my card, and I want you to call me if you find anything or remember anything that can help. Okay. All right. I want you to have a great rest of your day.